Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They fall in the rankings this time around. Not an easy situation.
And Houston, they're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern early on, trying to find answers to a few questions, but overall playing a solid brand of basketball.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. T.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. We know Rudy Gobert is ultra-competitive, but he knows it's not about winning his individual matchup. He said, it's a 5-on-5 game, a team concept. That's always been my mindset. Obviously, I take pride in being the best defensive player in this league, but I play to win. That's my focus. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And of the early surprise teams, Doris, some have fallen by the wayside, but some may be for real.
And isn't that one of the most exciting aspects of any season, Kevin? You watch a team perhaps outperform expectations. We see a good team take that next step and become a real threat for a title. Like, there's so many storylines that develop over the course of a long season. I can't wait.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got McLemore. Taj Gibson is out there with Wood, and it's Wall. And it's Porter. And at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair in. Inside. And it's Ingles in at the three, the small forward. And a wide open look for Porter. That three off the mark. Mitchell looking it over. It's hauled in by Wood. From deep, McLemore gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Mitchell. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. McLemore with the ball, working on Favors.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Jazz have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Conley the pass to Favors. Here's Mitchell. The Jazz with another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
To the middle, and Gibson kicks to Wood. Porter against Mitchell. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Here's Ingles. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Utah has possession. Following the score by Houston. Gobert can't hit. Here's Houston now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. From deep, McLemore. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Now a look at the stats for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now here's Conley. He had 10 points in the win against the Clippers. Gobert the pass to Conley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy and puts the pass on the money.
And Wall kicks to Gibson. Pass to McLemore. Outside, Wall. Houston moving it around. Ingles against Porter. No good with the elbow jumper.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Conley's shot is off.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
In transition, here come the Jazz. Pull-up jumper. Nice shot by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. Goes back up. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Ben McLemore.
Well, Derek Favors has absolutely a massive frame, someone who can draw fouls due to his sheer size.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Favors.
Now, Derek Favors undoubtedly has turned himself into a dependable power forward, someone capable of averaging a double-double in the NBA.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Houston leading by 5. Porter kicks to Wall. Over Mitchell. Wall with another miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, Mike Conley out in transition on the break, eager to help his team convert. Nicely done.
Wall, that's a two-pointer. Kept alive. Here's Gibson. Gobert with the block. Favors passes to Mitchell. Over in the corner, Conley. Intercepted. Porter against Ingles. Porter kicks to Wall. There's the pass to McLemore. Porter with it. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wood. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Outside Conley. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Wood.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
For Utah, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
What an athletic lineage for Mike Conley. Of course, Mike Sr., triple jump gold medalist at the 92 games. Mike Conley, for over a decade, has been a tremendous NBA player.
And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Okay, with this break, let's run down the point guards with the most assists in the league in the past 10 games. Number 5 is John Wall.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
You know, you're right. Looking at some of the best teammates in the NBA right there. Each of those players, such a joy to play with. Because when they're at the helm of an offense, the ball's always moving, everyone's involved, the game just flows.
McLemore, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Conley gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Wall. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over Favors. Wall's shot is off. On offense, here are the Jazz. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Bogdanovich wide open. Drills it from outside.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Conley against Wall. Over Conley. Another miss by Houston.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Porter in the corner. drains it from beyond the arc. Porter's got 5 points so far.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Conley with it. Now defended by McLemore. Mitchell's shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Conley feeling it out. Tries from 10. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Porter. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Timeout, timeout.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the Jazz call time here. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with a great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Now, Exum, he averages about 5 points a game. And it's Gordon missing. In transition, here come the Jazz. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
How fast does Donovan Mitchell get off the ground? My goodness.
Now, here's Exum, covered by Mitchell. Here's Green, slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Free throw drops for Green. Mitchell with it. 6 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
And Mitchell drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Down low, here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Wide open. Down it goes. Nice one there from Niang. Rockets leading by 3. Here's Wood. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Azubuike, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Gordon dishes to Exum. Inside, Wood. And finished off by Wood.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Clarkson passes to Azubuike. Mitchell outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich. Rockets leading by 5. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Exum finds Green. He can't get that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Houston's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Gordon. Rebound, Utah. Mitchell's got 7 rebounds in the game. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And finished off by Wood.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully. Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Rockets on top, up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to focus on us. Obviously we went through a little bit of a rough patch. We're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, Gordon is at the 2 with Green playing the 3. Then it's Exum and it's House in at the 5. Roam in the paint. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
No good on the free throw. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Exum deciding where to go with it. He dishes it to Green. From past the arc, the Rockets with another miss. Jazz trail by 6. And now Utah, fast break. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road, but Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. And Green gets it to go.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And it's Utah's ball. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Clarkson. To the inside. Here's Azubuike, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Houston leading by 8. From downtown, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Utah shooting 43% from the floor. Niang kicks to Ingles. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Niang passes to Azubuike. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. That one falls for Azubuike. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Utah. The Rockets also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Daniel House. Porter comes in for Gordon, and it's John Wall in for Dante Exum. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's Wall with the ball for Houston. 11-point game. Dishes to Green. Pass to Nwaba. They kick it out to Green. 6 to shoot. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And both free throws good for Green. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something. We could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
20 feet out. O'Neal with the rebound. Jazz trail by 15. No one near Conley as he lets it go from outside off the mark. And here comes the break. Pushing it up. They kick it out to Green. Second chance shot. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert. I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
And the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got his second basket of the night. Houston leading by 13. Left side, Wall. Passes it to Nwaba. From 11 feet away, Mike Conley grabs the miss. The Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on John Wall.
And that's the intelligence of Joe Ingles on display. This guy's so clever at figuring out ways to get the defense to foul him.
For Utah, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Free throw drops for Ingles.
And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Here's a guy in Joe Ingles who truly is an example of the right fit, the right organization makes all the difference in your career. Joe Ingles is a smart, tough, capable basketball player on both ends of the floor, and he just needed the right place to show that.
Favors. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Favors got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
And now here comes Conley leading the break. The three-pointer no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Gobert, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Houston gets called for the foul.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
Seems to me that Rudy Gobert could be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every season. But on the offensive end, guys, he's really starting to grow.
Wall dishes to Porter. Gobert with the block. And here is O'Neal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Conley's shot is off. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Bogdanovich staying confident down low, being physical with the defense, and gets rewarded with a trip to the foul line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
There's a lot to like about Bogdanovich's game. He's a skilled scorer, he's a capable defender, and I think there's some leadership qualities there.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Jazz. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Woods checked in. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at Gobert, he's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer.
Miscue there. Hadn't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
Jazz trail by 5. Now, here's Mitchell. 8 points for him. Outside Conley. The offensive rebound. Here's Gobert, and the layup is good. Gobert's got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Wall against Conley. There's Porter with the 3, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And with that 3 ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by Utah.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Conley with it. He's picked up by Wall. The pass to Bogdanovich. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 8.
Well, this is Bojan Bogdanovich's specialty. You make a 3 on one end, he says, I got you back.
And Wall kicks to McLemore. Wall dishes to Porter. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night. Jazz trail by 5. Mitchell outside. Pass to Favors. The Jazz working the ball around now. Shoots it up. And it's Mitchell missing. Houston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Utah's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. No good on the wing 3.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The Jazz shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Rockets leading by 5. And finished off by Porter.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Conley. The Jazz with another miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Conley leading the charge. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
George Niang, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. The Rockets also changing it up. Daniel House is checked in for Gibson. Gordon comes in for Kevin Porter. And it's Exum in for John Wall. Doubled by Bogdanovich. McLemore. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 5 assists in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Conley finds Mitchell. Goes up from the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And they'll keep possession. They get it back. Here's Wood. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 9-point Rocket lead.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Right side favors. The Rockets pull it in. House has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Gordon. Here's Wood. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Houston, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Free throw good, Wood. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. He hits both from the stripe. Now Mitchell, 8 points for him. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Favors passes to Mitchell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got 10.
Well, Donovan Mitchell will beat you inside or out. If you want to do a job defensively, you've got to push him out of the paint.
It's House outside. Favors with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. He kicks it to Mitchell. Mitchell is doubled. 52 seconds left in the first half of the game. 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. That shot misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The shot by House is no good. Jazz trail by 9. Clarkson with the ball. That one misses. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Clarkson, 11 points last game. Fires for 3. No good that time. And so it's Houston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They controlled the second quarter for the most part, and they were able to grow their lead to 11 at halftime. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it, preventing anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Jazz.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you can get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Wood. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. That's the group right now for Utah. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
So it's the Jazz now. They trail by 11. Conley, the pass to Gobert.
Come get it, come get it.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
What a boost when Rudy Gobert is this efficient on the offensive end. Such a smart basketball player.
And here's Wall. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. Now, here's Mitchell, guarded by McLemore. And it's Mitchell missing. Houston leading by 9. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. McLemore's got 13 points.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Pass to Favors. Clock at 6. It's stolen by McLemore. To the paint. And finished off by Wood.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Shot from the low block. Wood with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
That free throw good from McLemore. And McLemore drops them both. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 10. Kicks to Favors. Mitchell outside. Yep, that one goes. Mitchell's got 12 in the game.
Well, the balance, the ability to take contact, absorb it, and still finish. That is beautifully done by Donovan Mitchell.
It's stolen by Gobert. Porter against Ingles. Over Porter. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Over Porter. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Here's Wood. Derek Favors with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Michael Conley picks one up. The Rockets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. The Jazz making a switch here as Azubuike's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good, Wood. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Here's Azubuike. Fires the 3. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
Now Wall. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. And here they come. Mitchell with it. Now defended by McLemore. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Mike Conley. The Rockets also changing it up. David Nwaba checked in for Christian Wood, and it's Green in for McLemore. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Third quarter action, just under 3.5 minutes have gone. All with it. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Another miss by Houston.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
The Rockets have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And both free throws good from Gibson.
Well, Taj Gibson is a pro's pro. The rugged power forward is known for his consistency. You can count on this guy game in and game out.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. It's stolen. Wall, that's a two-pointer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Rockets lead by 15.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They grabbed their own miss. Rockets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Good chance here for Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Here's Gobert. He's got 14. Great D that time from Gibson. To the inside, Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. The Jazz again can't hit it. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 17-7 run. Porter finds Wall. It's stolen by Gobert, and the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Mitchell, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
2.
First free throw is good. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz. And a switch here also for Houston. House is checked in. And Mitchell drops them both. Rockets leading by 17. Passes it to House. Porter against Bogdanovich. And some nice passing there by Houston. For the finish. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, Donovan Mitchell's wingspan is effective when it comes to swatting away the basketball and getting steals for his team.
And there's the pass to Green. This one for 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight. Green against O'Neal. Pass to Azubuike. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Mitchell missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And the shot goes in. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, John Wall's ability to finish through contact, that is great upper body strength.
And here is Mitchell. 19 points in the game. Gobert trying to get open. Again, Mitchell missing. On the wing, Green. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 20. Here's Azubuike shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Taj Gibson picks one up. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw, no good. A different look for Utah. George Niang comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Clarkson in for Royce O'Neal. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. Dante Exum comes in for John Wall. He hits the second from the line. Here's Exum. He's got 5. It's stolen by Gobert. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about Jordan Clarkson, the ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play?
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so don't doubt he's pleased with that.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Free throw good. Clarkson.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Here's Exum. Another shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
One shot.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
That's good from Exum.
I think Dante Exum has got to concentrate and becoming a better shooter. He's got a ton of raw talent, and the upside is tremendous.
Now, here's Mitchell. 19 points in the game. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Exum dishes to House, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for House, and the Rockets making a change here. Woods checked in. And so House nails both of them. Jazz trail by 21. Now Mitchell. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Here's Exum. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Gobert, the pass to Clarkson. Here's Bogdanovich. Goes up again. The Rockets pull it in. Woods got rebound number 15 here tonight.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. Misses the 3. Rockets leading by 20. Here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, the ability to rise and fire in catch and shoot situations, he keeps the defenders off balance.
Green against Bogdanovich. Outside, House. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passes to Mitchell. The dish now to Gobert. Clarkson on the wing, defended by Gordon. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Houston. Exum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 1:56 left in the third.
That screen.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert, and a change for the Rockets. And McLemore, he's checked in for Gerald Green.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
2.
Free throw good, Clarkson, and Utah making a change here. Conley's checked in. John Wall's checked in for Houston. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Wall with the ball for Houston. Over Bogdanovich. Wall's shot is off. Jazz trail by 20. Now the pass to Clarkson. Mitchell wide open. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 14 points here in the second half.
Boy, the scary potential of Donovan Mitchell overall as a scorer. If it's a consistent three-point shot in his arsenal, forget about it, guys.
Gordon for three. Kept alive by Houston.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
And checking out some numbers for Wall. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging about 26 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And the first one drops. And so House nails both of them. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Jazz trail by 19. Conley with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Mitchell. Over McLemore. And it's Mitchell missing. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. That's good from McLemore on the assist by House. House has got his third assist on the night. Wall against Conley. Mitchell right side. Here's Favors. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets leading by 21. They double him with Mitchell. Here's Wood. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Free throw good, Wood. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And so he makes both from the line. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Gordon against Clarkson. 12 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Conley. Here's Bogdanovich. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's Houston, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Gordon all out there with Ben McLemore. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's House in at the 4 spot. Shot by Gordon wide open. It's good from long range.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Hits the jumper in space.
Bogdanovich, such a nice offensive arsenal. He is capable of scoring from anywhere.
Here's Wall. Floats one. Here's House. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. Right now, we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with the similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
So he gets them both. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. A shot off that time. And it's Houston the other way. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. And it's Wall. That time the assist from McLemore.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Utah calls timeout.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And here is Hughes. Out left of the wing. Here's Williams-Goss. They get it back. O'Neal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
That's good from O'Neal. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues. And some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports leagues be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Augustine against Hughes. Now here's Olynyk. Pass to Clemens.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Quarters checked in for Ben McLemore. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Olynyk, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, the big man, Kelly Olynyk, doing a great job going right into the foul. He doesn't seem to fear anyone.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got 100, 200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization is all the better for it.
Tries again. O'Neal misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets. Augustine against Hughes.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
And so it's Houston with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Near the three-point line, it's Augustine. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
What a pretty-looking catch-and-shoot situation. DJ Augustine.
Here's Williams-Goss. And David Nwaba picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. And in last year's playoffs, we saw zone defense turn the tide in certain games. And Doris, we know when executed well, they can throw an offense completely out of rhythm.
Kevin, I'm going to go back a step further to the Toronto Raptors championship 2 years ago, where they throw a box and one, a triangle and two, and multiple zone looks that helps them win a championship. Look no further than Miami's deep run in last year's playoffs. Listen, that can change the whole rhythm of a game. It can force an offense to start second-guessing itself. When you can change the rhythm, the tempo, and mix looks and force a team to think and really operate under duress, it only helps you win ball games.
As Azubuike, the pass to Morgan. Can they get it? He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Kicks it to Augustine. And another three for Houston.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Utah shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Passes it to Hughes. Here's Williams-Goss. Softly drops in the floater. Williams-Goss has got his first 2 points.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Azubuike against Augustine. Olenek the pass to Clemens. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Hughes. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Williams-Goss has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Augustine against Hughes. There's Porter with the three. The Jazz shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Here's Azubuike, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team, Doris, that looks to go big and play bully ball. Why hasn't that approach been more popular?
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant evolution. So right now the emphasis is three-point shooting, free throw opportunities, and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players, guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability, all the versatility you can bring to bear on the defensive end is significant, and so that's why bully ball becoming harder and harder to play in today's NBA.
Rockets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Augustine against Hughes. Oh, that's blocked. Now Azubuike. And that one is hammered home.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. And here's Green outside, rebounded by the Jazz. Here's O'Neal, banked in off the glass.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And it's blocked. And Azubuike kicks to O'Neal. Olynyk with it. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting just 34% from the floor. Williams-Goss, the pass to Azubuike. Here's Williams-Goss, guarded by Augustine. Here's Azubuike, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
It's tipped. Here's Morgan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris. The pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. But always those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And he makes both free throws. And here's Wall. The pass to McLemore. It's Porter outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Wood. He dishes it to Wall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know what I love? That John Wall has stated clearly he would like to be the MVP of the NBA. I've no problem with that. You want guys to be ambitious.
And that one falls for John Wall. You know, Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. And for example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last 2 winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those 2 guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end.
Now here's Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Fires top of the key. And it's Mitchell missing. Rockets leading by 21. In the corner, it's McLemore. Bangs home the trifecta. McLemore's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Drills the three-pointer.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Now Wall. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lobs it up for Favors. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Wall. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Conley. To the middle. Here's Favors. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists tonight. McLemore with the ball. Outside, Wall. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Mitchell missing. Rockets leading by 19. McLemore, the pass to Porter. Favors against Wood. Pass to McLemore. Clock at 6. Porter outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Porter's got 19 points.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
Mitchell is doubled. Here's Gobert, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Taj Gibson picks one up. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball, and we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. But you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
Here's Clemens. Hughes covering, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Jazz making a switch here as Abuki's checked in. And he can't hit the second. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. Williams-Goss is checked in for Utah. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. 1 miss can make a big difference. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Here's Clemens. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Williams-Goss. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw missing. And he ends up missing both free throws. And here's Augustine. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.